I'm Darcy, welcome to particularly gloomy weather, and you're watching Combustion Inc. So today the weather is actually really quite strange. It's gloomy, but also the UV rays are coming through, so it's quite bright as well. But I literally couldn't care less because I have with me my brand new car, my 2012 flash red Volkswagen Polo GTI. I am just so excited. I picked up the car yesterday, but for reasons sort of out of my hands, I couldn't film a video, but today I got all my equipment is actually working, so we're gonna check out my car and just basically take it for a drive, because I really haven't taken it for a proper drive on my own and really seen what this car is all about. We'll check out the exterior, the interior, the engine, all that kind of stuff, but first of all, I think we should go in and just have a drive, because really, I am just itching to see what this thing's all about. Okay, so on the brake, let's go. So unfortunately the weather has taken a turn for the worst. It is just so miserable now. It's windy, it's dusty, it's just horrible at the moment. So any illusions you had about Australian weather being very sunny all the time, no, it's not really. But anyway, on to the Polo GTI and why I bought this car. So when I first started my search for a first car, I pretty much narrowed it down pretty quickly. I actually come to the conclusion that I wanted a Polo GTI very quickly, simply because this car, to me, doesn't actually have that many rivals. Well, like, it has rivals, you know, the Ford Fiesta ST, the Peugeot 208 GTI, but a car that also has a 7-speed dual clutch transmission, there isn't really that many. I mean, the only other car that I could think of that really caught my attention was the Renault Clio RS, but that was just well out of my budget, and also isn't probationary driver approved in Victoria. So I came to the conclusion that I wanted a Polo GTI pretty quickly, and I was searching on the market for quite a while until I finally settled on this car. I got this car at a fantastic price. It's a 2012 flash red Volkswagen Polo GTI. So let's talk vital numbers. This car is powered by Volkswagen's award-winning 1.4 litre TSI engine. It is both turbocharged and supercharged. It produces 180 horsepower, or around 130 kilowatts, and it produces its peak power at around 6,200 RPM, so it is quite high up in the rev range. That being said, it also produces 250 Newton meters of torque from as little as 2,000 RPM, and all that power is sent straight to the front wheels. That is a recipe in a car that weighs a little over 1,100 kilos. A recipe for massive fun, and though I haven't driven this car a whole lot yet, I've had an absolute blast so far. Even just driving around town, it's so fun. You just drive around with a smile on your face just all the time. I mean, it's such a happy little car, and it's got the guts to it as well. I mean, the 7-speed dual clutch transmission is just amazing. It's silky smooth. It goes through the gears so quickly. I mean, just in auto at the moment, and it's just, the exhaust isn't too intrusive, so you can have your music on or whatever. It's so smooth on the road. It's got McPherson struts. Ride is obviously on the harsh side. It is a hot hatch, but I mean, for me personally, I would much rather driver enjoyment and fun out of a car than ride quality. I mean, I do value ride quality as well, obviously, but I'm willing to compromise if the car is quite fun to drive, which this definitely has been so far. The interior is just absolutely gorgeous. In a lot of ways, it's actually super similar to the Golf GTI, its big brother. I mean, it's got the awesome tartan seats, it's got the GTI badging on the, you know, just behind, I was gonna say the headrest, where your back sits on the seat. The steering wheel is just absolutely beautiful. It's got perforated leather on the top and the bottom, flat bottom design. It's got the lovely GTI badging. Indicators have a nice little click to them as well. Nice ticking sound. Guys, it's the middle of January. So unfortunately the rain hit quite severely. I didn't think it was going to rain this bad today, but the Polo is parked back up under the carport. Not too happy because it was fantastically detailed by the dealer, obviously, and it's all wet now. So that was my first impression / short drive of my 2012 flash red Volkswagen Polo GTI. Unfortunately, the weather took a turn for the worst. I couldn't really open up the performance as much as I would have liked to, but I have so much planned for this little car and I can't wait to take you guys along for the ride. So, thank you again for watching. Please remember to click the like button because it helps me out immensely, and subscribe. Thanks guys, see you later.